Yes, good evening, guys. Yes. Okay. So, what will be? So, what we have discussed yesterday? What we have discussed yesterday? Just tell me. And what we need to discuss today? Interface and final keyword. Okay. So today we'll be discussing about arrays, right? Today we'll be discussing about arrays, right? Okay. So anyone of you have an idea of array? What is an what is an array? Anyone of you have idea about array? Yes, sir. So tell me the answer. What is an array? Tell me the answer. What is an array? Collection of elements of similar data type. Yeah. So we can also say an array is a container that holds some data which is of similar type. Okay, which is of similar type. The same thing you have said. Okay. So values of the same data type. Okay, of the same data type. Okay. Okay. So how do we in Java? The syntax of an array goes like say we need to start it with a data type and name, array name, and we need to give two square brackets. Okay, we need to give square brackets. Okay, this is called declaration of an array. Okay, this is called declaration of an array. Okay, and also we can say, and also we can do it saying data type and array name like this. Okay, also we can do it like this. Okay, and there is one more way, one or two more ways which we say data type array name is equals to new data type, and we can pass the values. Okay, in this, and also we can say array name and new data type, and we can pass values here. Okay, we can pass values here, and one more way is name is equals to, we can directly pass the values. Okay, these are the ways on how we can create arrays. Okay, okay, these are ways to create arrays. Okay, see how many ways we have to create an array. One, two, three, four, five. Total 5 ways. Okay, okay, is it clear? You understood the you understood the syntax, guys? Have you understood the syntax? How we can initialize an array? Okay, we can do it in any way. You can do it in any of these 5 ways. Okay, yes, where are the responses? Do you understand the syntax or not? Okay, that's good. So what is the use of arrays, sir? So this is up to syntax, it is okay. Then why we need to use arrays? What is the use of this concept? What is the use of this concept called arrays? What is the use of arrays? So with the help of arrays, we can store multiple data or multiple data or elements in a single variable. Okay, in a single variable. Okay, with the help of arrays, we can store multiple data or elements in a single variable. Then after we can iterate, then after we can loop or iterate into that array to get those variables. Okay, okay. To access the elements in an array, we need to iterate those arrays. Okay, we cannot directly access the elements in an array. Okay, let's see. Let's just move to the code and see how we can create our arrays. Okay. So before that, I need to get one clarification that do you know about indexing? Do you know about indexing in programming language? Anyone can say what is the indexing? So we can call it as indexing or positioning of elements. Okay. Here indexing means okay to provide place values to our elements inside the array. Okay. To provide the place values to the elements inside of our array. Okay. So indexing is done Okay, indexing is done from the number 0. Okay, where we start our indexing is number 0. The first element array is at position 0. Okay, just understand this thing. The first element inside an array is at position 0. Okay, whenever anyone asks you for the position of an element, you need to start counting from 0. Okay, you need to start counting from 0. Then only it works. Okay, so let's just see. So this is our class, right? In this class, if you want to create an array of type integers, just say int array name and two square brackets. After that, what we'll do? This is array declaration. Okay. To initialize an array, we say after this 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 6, comma 7, comma 8, comma 9. You need to do it like this. Okay. Initializes int of. Okay. You need to do it like this. Okay. To initialize an array. Okay. Okay. This is a way to initialize an array. This is called array declaration. This is called array declaration. This is called array initialization. We can do it both in a single line also. So just simply remove those and assign, give them an assignment operator. Okay, just use those square brackets and then give them an assignment operator. This is the simplest way we can create, most used way to create an array. Okay, this is the most used way to create an array. Or else we can also say int array is equals to new int two or say comma 3 comma 4. Okay, so like this. Okay, so what is this number? So what is this number? This is the length of an array. Okay, this is the length of our array. So we can store only two elements in this array. If I just see here, array 1 is equals to, if I say 1 comma 2 and use new int of, it will accept it. I say more than two values of 4. I don't think so. Just see if I can think. So that one. Oh, doesn't work. See this one. Oh, it works. Then it works. So what is the result of this one? Variable must provide the dimensions or an array initializer. Okay, this is for dimensions, one dimensional or two dimensional arrays. Okay, okay, so that's okay. Okay, then, okay, after creating this array ARR, so how do we access the elements in an array? How can we access elements in an array? Means just say we'll be using those positioning things. Okay, we'll be using those positioning things. The position of this one is 0, this one is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, this is a positioning of our elements. How many elements are there in our array? How many elements are there in our array? Just tell me in the chat. How many elements are there in the array? Just tell me, guys, how many elements are there in the array? 9. Yes, 9 elements. Yes, it was good. So let's move. To access the elements inside an array, we say we can either store them in a variable. First, or we can say element is equals to, just say ARR. Okay, give those square brackets and give the position of an element. If I want to store 5, I need to give its position, which is 4. Okay, and then I can access it. Say SO, and I can say ELE, and it will print. Okay, it will print. Or else I can directly say like this. Okay, I can directly say like this. Okay, this is how we can access elements inside an array. Okay, this is called array accessing. Okay, so we can also create arrays with strings. For the just a string for the bikes, and say the square brackets is equals to, just say Kawasaki, say Honda, and say Suzuki, and say as Kawasaki, Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha. Okay, and finish it. Okay, this is how we can create the array of our strings. The same way we can access them. As we access the elements, as we access the elements inside an integer array, we can also say bike of 2. It will return me Suzuki. Suzuki, right? Okay, which will return me Suzuki. Okay. Okay. Then how can I print each and every element inside an array? How can I print each and every element inside an array? Just tell me if anyone have an idea. Just tell me if anyone has some idea about how can we print each and every element inside an array. Yes, exactly, looping. We can use looping, okay, to print each and every element inside an array. We can simply use loops, okay. Okay, how can we use these loops? Just say in these loops you say for after for we will be initializing, right? Int I is equals to 0, initialization done, and we need to give the condition, right? What could be the condition? What could be the condition? Ri should be less than the length of our array. Okay, dot length, there is a function for it. Okay, arr dot length. Okay, and then we'll increment our I. After this we say, so sorry, system dot out print arr of I. Okay, this is how we can print each and every element inside of our array. See, we got each and every element from my array. Okay, I can also say it like, let's remove that and say space 11. Yeah, I can get it in a single line using this concatenation thing. Okay, this is how we can print each and every element inside an array. Okay, okay, do you understand, guys? Do you understood? And also we can use our advanced for loop. We can also use advanced for loop, which is our for each loop, right? So we can say for each int I in our arr, and we can print this o arr of I. Okay, okay. See, this gives index out of bound exception for the length 9. Okay, or we can say it directly. I means iteration, right? We can say it direct I here. Okay, we can say I directly here. Yeah, now we won't get the error. Okay, this is how we can use for each loop. Okay, this is how we can use for each loop to print each and every element in our array. We call it as looping. We call it as looping, guys. Okay, so what is the type of this array? So this array has some dimensions, guys. Okay, this array has some dimensions. We call this as single dimensional array. We call this as single dimensional array because it only contains a single row. Okay, it only contains a single row. Okay, because it only contains a single row. Or Java supports multi-dimensional arrays. Okay, Java supports multi-dimensional arrays. So how can we initialize them? We can initialize them saying int arr, say one, this is one dimension, say two square brackets, this is two dimensional, okay, say three brackets, this is three dimensional array, okay. Okay, this is how we can initialize multi-dimensional arrays, okay. So for this one, array 1, we can assign values by saying, just say, start with a flower bracket and one more flower bracket, which is 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, and say 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8. Okay, like this we can create multi-dimensional arrays. Like this we can create multi-dimensional arrays. Then how we can access the elements inside those arrays? Then how we can access the elements inside those arrays? We can access them by saying arr1 off and off. Let's just store this one in a variable saying lem element arr off, and we give the positioning. Okay, the position of this array will be 0, and this array will be 1. So here the positioning varies, guys. See how the position varies is, this is 0th, this is first, this is second, and this is third element, and this becomes 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, and after that the external array becomes 0 and 1. Okay, the external array becomes 0 and 1. Okay, to access the elements of this array we need to follow in this order. We need to go in this order, zeros to 1. If you want the element 0, we say 0 0. Okay, if you want this element we say 0 0. If you want this element we say 0 2. Okay, if I want this element I say 1 2. Where I should mention these things? I need to mention these things here. Here I need to mention the external array, which is, if I want to access the element 3, I say 0 comma 2. Okay, 2. It returns me, if I say print this one, and it gives me 3. Okay, okay, is it clear? Is it clear for you? Yes, sir. So what we can do for printing each and every elements of this multidimensional array, what I need to do to print each and every element of this multidimensional array, can we use for loop? If yes, how? If we can really use a for loop, how we can use it? Yes, we can use nested for loop by saying first for loop is for the external array, which is int I is equals to 0, I less than arr1 dot length I plus plus, and then for int j is equals to 0, j should be less than arr1 of I dot length. Okay, like this. Then j plus plus. Okay, this is how we can do it. Just as is O and print arr1 of I of j, like this. Okay, can do. Of j, haven't received this one. See, I got, yeah. So, then say it like this. See, I got my elements of my array. Okay. Okay, this is how we can print the elements inside a two-dimensional array. Okay. So if you enter into our arrays, just see, if I say our array arr dot, so see there are methods for this one. There are methods for these things from length, weight, toString, notify. Okay, hash code, which is a hash code means the code where or the address of the memory where our code is getting stored. Okay, and get class equals clone. If I say clone, I can create the copy of the array. Okay, the copy of this array. Okay, the copy of this first array. Okay, I can create the copy of this first array. Okay, and there is, if I say, here, and I say elements are 52, 51, 30, 84, and 92, 54. Okay, so if I want them in a sort, if I want them in a sorted order, there are methods for this. Okay, there are methods for this. We can achieve this from a method, or we can achieve this from our sorting techniques. There are methods which are pre-built, and there are loops which we can do it. Okay, through using loops we can do bubble sorting, insertion sorting, selection sorting, and much more. I think quick sort. Okay, these are all the sorting techniques you have learned in your subject called DSA. DS, I think you have DS, right? You have learned the theory part of these things. Okay, in arrays, in our Java, there is a pre-built method which we say arrays dot sort of ARR. Okay, open declaration. Arrays, it comes here, right? Array, I'll make it array. Now we can just import this from my util package. Okay, this is from my util package, and if I say arrays dot sort, see, if I say arrays, this is a arrays class in my utils package. This contains sorting. Okay, which uses double pivot quick sort algorithm. Okay, which uses double pivot quick sort algorithm. If I open this one, here we can see how it can work. Okay, you can go depth for this one. Okay, see, here is a code of our sorting algorithm. Okay, see it. So this is the main algorithm of our sorting double pivot sorting algorithm, quick sorting algorithm. Okay, R, and I said then say for in I in ARR, this is after sorting. Okay, this is after sorting, and say I. See, here I got my sorted array. Okay, here I got my sorted array. Okay, do you understand this thing? How I got my sorted array? Yes, tell me, do you understand the thing how I got my sorted array? How I sorted my arrays? Yes, no one listened the class, I think. Do you guys understood or not? Just tell me, guys, you haven't understood. Should I go with the concept again? Do I need to go with the concept again? Yes, sir. Yes, for what? So I need to go with the concept again. And someone said no, sir. So where you haven't understood, ma? You haven't understood about the sorting, or you haven't understood about the multidimensional arrays. If you give me some clarity, I will explain it through from there. Yes, Mr. 6632. Sorting, right? Okay, sorting. You haven't understood sorting. Okay, here if you take an array with some elements inside the array which are distributed. Okay, now just consider them, they are distributed randomly. 62 is somewhere, 51 is somewhere. Okay, okay, these are distributed randomly, which means the data is not organized. The data is not organized. Okay, so if I just consider, if I have a array of rule numbers in a class where I wrote one by one, just consider you formed a line. Everyone formed a line, and you just go on writing your rule numbers. No one knows, right, which rule number is where you write each and every rule number. People are coming randomly, right? Right. So to make it sorted, what you will do? You will ask them to form the line according to their roll numbers, right? So that the data, so that you can write those roll numbers, or you can count the people perfectly. Right, starting and ending, you can know the starting and ending, right? So in the same way, we can sort. Sorting means arranging, rearranging them in a proper order. Okay, sorting means rearranging them in a proper order. Either it may be ascending order or it may be descending order. Okay, okay. So for that there is a method called sort, which is in the class arrays class. Okay, where we can get this arrays class? We can get this arrays class from our javas.util package. Okay, let's see where is this package. If I go here and I'll see java.util java.base and java.util. Here, this is where we can get our arrays class. Here it is. Okay, here is our class called arrays. Okay, here is our class called arrays. Okay, in this arrays we have methods of sorting, where we can pass an array. Okay, where we can pass an array with from index to to index, means from where to where we want it to be sorted. Okay, and here we can see long. Here is longs, shorts, characters, byte for float. This is for float. This is for double, and what's the specific range of an array from index to index? Ascending numerical orders. Sense. Okay, okay. Parallel sort. We can get a lot of content here. Okay, if you really want to check these know about deep, knowing deep, you can check these classes, guys. The first thing we are using is simply the sort method, which is the first one, the sort method. Okay, from this class we are getting the method called sort, and we are passing our array. Okay, we are passing our array into it. Okay, what does it do? Here in this line of code, it will arrange the elements in their ascending order. Okay, it will arrange the elements in their ascending order. After sorting, if you try to print the elements inside an array, it will only return those sorted arrays, sorted elements. Okay, if I remove this one, this line, if I comment this line and try to print, it will give me the elements as they are. Okay, it will give me the elements as they are. But if I say this line, if I keep this line and print it, this line helps me to sort my elements. Okay, this line helps me to arrange my elements in their ascending order. Okay, so I can also print them in the reversed order. How? Here I can use See, this is how I can print my arrays in the reversed order. Okay. Okay. The first one is ascending order, and this is the second one, which is our descending order. Okay. Okay. Do you understood? So sorting means simply arranging the elements of an array in an order. Either it may be ascending order or it may be descending order. Okay. Okay. Is it clear, Ma? Is it clear? Yes. Thank you. If it's clear. Okay. So our arrays will be having some more methods for working. Okay. I'll say them what away. Uh, this is for sorting. Sort. So I think you know how can we change the elements inside of an array. How can we change the elements inside an array? Do you have idea? The basic concept? I missed it. I thought you know. I thought you know it. If I want to change 30 to 40, what should I do? If anyone can say, if I want to change the element 30, okay, what can I do to change it to 40 in an array? This is a simple thing, guys. You have done these things, I think. Just assign another value to a element. Okay. Just we can just assign an another value to our elements. That's it. Just take the position of our arrays and change it. That's it. Change the values of our array. Hmm. So I just wanna give you an assignment, guys. You need to work on your codes, I think. So for that, what I will be doing is, let me just search for those questions for you. I will be giving you in the notepad. Okay. You will be practicing these things, then only you will be get some grip for those coding. Okay. Let me just check your questions first. This is your first question, and um, take an array and tell me elements which are divisible by 2. This is your second question, and say this is your third question. Mm, Take an array. Okay, this is your fourth question. This is your five questions. You need to practice these five questions to know the basic idea about arrays, guys. Okay, just try to practice them. I try to find out them. Even if you are not unable to code them, try to find the answers for them, guys, if possible. Consider this as a request or something. Okay, so this is for the class, guys. You can leave the class.